The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Taylor wants to throw. Scrambling away. This time he's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. All wideouts, no backs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
42 Spider.
Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Malusi. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Southern Miss's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Golden Eagles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Makes the catch. It's Glenn. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quarterback on the keeper. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. It's Mendoza. Here's a heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
Taylor wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Floating away. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's King. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Still looking on the move. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. hauls it in at the 25. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently.
Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Here comes the heat. Heading to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a move to get open.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. There's the pressure. Grab near the sticks, it's Kane. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. From the 35, 46, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's King. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good lead on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And here they come, almost all the way back. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Turns it on in midfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Glenn. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here we go, here we go.
This is a designed run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Fullback's got it. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Completes it in the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Going right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Grant. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Tight end trying to get in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.